everyone. I'm Fox 26 meteorologist Allison Gargaro, and I want to take you through the weather over the next few days. Here in Houston, we are on a roller coaster. We're talking really warm temperatures and then a bit of a drop. Dry, humid, rain coming in. I mean, we have it all. And we're starting with actually a break in the clouds. So if you joined us this morning on Fox 26, we were talking about the clouds and it was thick cloud cover, but we're heading into your lunchtime hours. Some spots are already starting to see the sunshine. And as it does, we're going to be seeing warming temperatures over the next several hours and into the afternoon. And not just today. It's going to be warm, muggy, humid for the next few days before a front moves through. So right now it's 82 degrees in Houston. We're at 8:30 on the dot. Our dew point temps are in the upper 60s, if not low 70s. So there's still going to be that humidity out there. Relative humidity values at about 65. But the good news is our winds are picking up in some spots, and that breeze is going to be feeling very, very nice, especially in the spots that are seeing that sunshine. But right now, full visibility and nothing to worry about in that department. But here's a look at temperatures where you live. We're at 81 degrees at Tascasita to the Woodlands, 81 in Cypress, 80 degrees in Missouri City, as well as Sugar Land. Still in those upper 70s, Pearland to League City, Texas City to Galveston Island. The closer to the coast that you get, things are starting to ramp up as well, even though we are monitoring that southerly breeze. And here you go. Current sustained winds anywhere from 5 to 10, if not 15 miles per hour. So it's not going to be all too gusty. Over the last several days, we were looking at wind gusts up to about 20 miles per hour. I think this is going to be pretty standard as we head into the remainder of today, but some very, very welcomed breezes. As we head into that lunchtime hour, we do remain in the low 80s, and you can see that sun is still going to continue to peek out. It's mostly cloudy, probably till about 2-3 o'clock, and then after that, we could be seeing some areas with those partly cloudy skies. But let's get you out to afternoon highs today, because you're probably saying, okay, I'm watching this, the kiddo's going to be getting home from school within the next few hours. I know they want to go to the park. Well, it's important to pack plenty of water and take breaks inside the shade, because we're actually looking at heat index values, or feels like temperatures in the low 90s. Even if actual temperatures don't quite reach that, it is going to be feeling warm. And as we're transitioning into, I don't want to say summer, but we're getting pretty close to it. You want to make sure that the kids are slowly getting into the groove of the heat and humidity. Yes, they've probably grown up here and they get it. They know how hot it is, but you just want to make sure that they are staying cool. So maybe a nice popsicle will do the trick out in spring. Tascasita high of 86, 87. Jersey Village high of potentially 89 degrees today. But let's plan out your day for you. And we will start in Texas City. Yes, mostly cloudy skies expected, but hey, looks like we're actually going to be seeing those forecast highs up to about 82 degrees. Then come this evening, the clouds arrive, and I'll have more details on what that will mean for wake-up temperatures for your Friday morning. Liberty, very similar story, but a little bit more sunshine by 4. Temperatures right around 83 degrees. And then we'll take you out to Montgomery, and Montgomery County is going to be soaring. Widespread upper 80s as those highs, and by 8 p.m., yeah, dark, we're still going to be in the low 80s. So maybe you want to sit on the patio once the sun goes down. Going to be a delightful evening to do so. But let's talk about what we'll see in the skies. Now, if you do live in Houston to Katy, even out toward Humble, Atascocita, you probably heard some rumbles of thunder. Well, we were seeing a little bit of weather energy move through. Not everybody saw the rain or the lightning, but now that's going to kick out to our east. Then we saw a bit of that clearing in the skies, and then here comes the clouds. So these clouds will act as a blanket, keeping overnight temperatures once again very, very warm. But something else that we're monitoring is a front moving through Dallas into Waco, and here you go. Likely going to be seeing some lingering showers from it up toward College Station, Huntsville. Could even be seeing a sprinkle or two in Cypress and the Woodlands by 10 o'clock tonight. But before it even makes its way to Houston, it's going to be losing steam. So We're not necessarily monitoring widespread thunderstorms or showers tonight, but it's definitely going to be isolated in nature. Then along our coastal zones, tomorrow afternoon, a few showers will be possible. Today, tomorrow, 20% chance for rain. Some folks saw it earlier this morning, others tomorrow night. And then comes Saturday morning, another round of those clouds coming up from the south, and we are going to be seeing that humidity continue. It's not until a front that moves through later this weekend where we will finally be seeing some relief. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about those wake-up temperatures tomorrow. Another round of the low 70s, and it will be muggy. Now, this morning, we woke up closer to the mid-70s. So we're not going to be quite as warm, but it's still warm. So I guess a few degrees really isn't going to matter comfortable-wise. This weekend, we do have some really fun events coming up. One being puppies on the plaza. This is going to be at Barbara Jordan Plaza in downtown, starting at 10. And I believe it's starting at 10:30 or 11, that you actually get to do yoga with puppies. So here's a sweet little pupper there, and you'll actually potentially be able to adopt one. Then we have the first round today of the Chevron Championship in the Woodlands. It's going to be hot, and then thunderstorms moving in Saturday and potentially Sunday morning. So we'll be watching that closely for all of those ladies that are playing in this LPGA event. And then we have the Katy Music Festival happening on Saturday. That's at Rhodes Stadium. It's going to be warm and some thinning of the clouds, so it's important to stay hydrated. But a little bit of a dip in temperatures as we head into the end of your weekend, Sunday and into Monday. Reason being, our next front. And here you go. It moves in Saturday night and throughout the day on Sunday before we're actually going to monitor some drier air moving in on Monday. So we have an initial round of some severe storms today. Right now, it's already passed through Kansas City and inching towards St. Louis. This is going to be the bullseye of any severe weather across the country today. Damaging wind gusts, large hail possible, and the threat for some isolated tornadoes. But you can see that moisture extends all the way into, well, north and central Texas. That does exclude us for the most part. You can see the Woodlands, Huntsville, Brenham going to be under a general thunder risk, meaning maybe lightning strikes, some thunder overnight tonight. We saw that on the forecast modeling. So tonight, not necessarily something we need to be keeping a close eye out for. It's Saturday night into Sunday that we could be seeing an excessive rainfall threat, meaning the chance for some localized flooding, street flooding, areas with poor drainage, low-lying. You know if that is your neighborhood, because in these heavy rain events, you see that ponding in your neighborhood. So let's talk about just how much rain we could be seeing during that event. Right now through Houston proper, it's not looking all too impressive. Maybe 1/10 of an inch, maybe 2. It's really going to be this region up toward Bryan, College Station to Waco, and then out toward Austin on I-35. That they're really going to be seeing the highest threat. That was kind of the center of that yellow area that we saw just on the previous graphic. So timing looks to be Sunday night, likely after 10 o'clock and then continuing throughout Sunday morning. We're not ruling out the chance to see a few lingering showers Sunday afternoon, but by Sunday evening, that thing should be cleared out of here. And that's when some drier air is going to be ushered in. So looking longer term, April 23rd through the 27th, looks like we're going to be just wetter than average, meaning there's still a chance for some showers. We're likely going to see that start once again by the middle of next week. As for temperatures, besides what we're going to be seeing on Sunday and Monday, looks like no relief in sight. So once again, next Wednesday through almost the end of April, yeah, we're inching closer to May. I mean, blink and already a quarter of the year has gone by. So we are likely going to be above average during that time frame. I do quickly just want to leave you with our travel forecast today. We are dry and warm across the southeast. Potentially 90 degrees in Jacksonville today. And then we did have some showers make their way through New York and Boston. Not going to be warming up much. We're talking 40s. The Midwest has the potential for severe storms. You can see where they've been, because Kansas City only going to be in the 50s, whereas St. Louis in the 80s. That's where instability really starts to creep in. And then lastly, out west, pretty dry and comfortable for the most part. Here's a look at our next 7 days. Here's that front. Highs going from 84 degrees Saturday down to 75 on Sunday. Waking up to the 50s. It's brief, but hey, it's in the forecast. And then I mentioned those rain chances moving back in by the middle of next week. Have a great rest of your day, everyone, and make sure to join us for the news at noon.
I'm sorry, Lydia. That's my bad.